All right, everyone, in today's video, we are going to be talking about if Pochettino is at fault for the results that are happening so far at Chelsea. Now, I'm going to ask the viewers, yes, you, to comment down below what you think about Pochettino and the other factors, because we all understand there are other factors. Pochettino can't help that there's a bunch of injuries that are happening at this club right now. And Cuckoo, Reece James, Fofana, Battlefield, just to name a few players that have been picking up injuries, which are going to alter our formation. But that all being said, minus Reece James, we already knew that those three players were already going to be injured and out, and we should have been adapting and changing to get those players or players that come in to play those positions, and we really have not done that. So today's video, though, we are going to talk about three things that Pochettino possibly needs to change and how it's been influencing how Chelsea have been performing. Now, the first one is going to deal with Chilwell and Ben Chilwell. Chilwell playing as a left back does not make sense to me. He is a CB. He's not a left back. As you look at the heat map here, you are seeing how really he sits back as a left back. That does not allow us to go forward on that left side and therefore makes our attacking unbalancing. We're putting so much pressure onto our right side. Teams know that, they defend that side, and therefore, again, we cannot be very creative. If you watch the match, really nothing ever happens on the left side. Yes, once in a while, Modric did pop up with a pass here and there, but still, having Chilwell as our left back really hinders us going forward on that left side. And therefore, again, Pochettino has to accept this and realize Ben Chilwell should be our left back, Chilwell should be as our left CB, and whoever he wants to pair with that. Now, whether that's Disasi, whether that's Thiago Silva, whether that's Battlefield when he comes back fully fit, that's up to Pochettino. Whoever he wants to, that's fine, but Chilwell should not be playing left back. He should be playing as a CB, and that, again, is totally up to Pochettino. The second thing is the formation. Now, you could argue with the formation, and again, I understand the argument is because with our injuries, we kind of have to play a certain way, but doing this back three, and again, this deals with Chilwell, Thiago Silva, and Battlefield, or not Battlefield, Disasi, and then having Gus to go up, and that's a whole different conversation with the red card. This, again, really just alters how we want to play. 4-2-3-1 is what we should be doing. We saw this work really well in the preseason. For some reason, Pochettino has kind of gone away from that. Yes, throughout the game, we do change formations, but still, having a 4-2-3-1 makes the most sense with this squad. And again, that comes down to having a proper LB and a proper RB and not using multiple CPs to play these different roles, because when we do that, we are less creative, and then we get caught on the counterattacks with some of these players because they do not have the pace like a left back and a right back to, again, come back and counter for us or stop the countering happening. So that's the second thing. The third thing, which again is my humble opinion, which really Pochettino needs to look at and really address, are corner kicks. This by itself is just mind-boggling to me, how we have these players that can win the ball inside the box, yet we constantly keep playing short corners. And every time we keep doing this, we lose possession, players are offsides, we do not convert, and we have players that can whip the ball in from the corner itself, which again is more creative and more disruptive to the defense, and therefore, again, Pochettino, I do not understand why we're doing short corner kicks. It'd be one thing we didn't have any height out there, but we do have the height with our CBs, with some of our midfielders, with some of these other players, and therefore, again, play the ball directly into the box, even off set pieces as well. We're constantly playing these short passes, which I do understand we're trying to keep possession, but to create chances off that corner kick is going to be massive because, like I said, anything can happen when you whip that ball in. But if we do those short ones, that allows the defense to really get their formation back to where they should be, hold their line, and us falling off sides once again. And we've seen this time and time again. So Pochettino, we'll work on the corner kicks this week because we need to start scoring off set pieces. If we do not, we are really going to start struggling because set pieces should be one of our stronger attributes in the game itself, because with the players that we have, very good at heading the ball, and therefore, again, we should be scoring goals off set pieces. If we start doing that, again, we'll start seeing more goals, we'll start seeing wins, we'll start seeing us move up the table itself, but still, it's a lot to ask for, but still, this is something that Pochettino needs to look at. Now, that all being said, though, those three things, I think, are the things that Pochettino can really address. Everything else, again, you can't really have your goal scorer score goals. Nicholas Jackson had multiple opportunities, yet still couldn't find the back of the net. Again, injuries himself, Pochettino can't really do much about that either. So, again, there are factors that Pochettino can do. There's factors that he really can't do. But the fact is, there are things that Pochettino needs to do to start implementing into the squad to, again, get us going in the right direction. Because if he does not, we're being very stagnant, and therefore, again, it's very difficult for us to, again, control games and also balance our formation and can be threatening on both sides, not just the right side, but on the left side and find the back of the net. So that is all I have for you today in this video. If you did enjoy this video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe down below. I greatly appreciate it. Also, comment down below though what you think about Pochettino, if these are things that he can change, if he should change, or what we need to do differently to get the results that we need to get this season to stay up, which again, I can't believe I'm saying that, but the way the season's been going, 5 points in 6 matches is a bit ridiculous. So that's all, and I will see you in our next video.